Okay, guys. Obviously proud of our effort today. I thought we really prepared hard this week, and I think it showed in the game. I think we ran scared all week. We really weren't trying to figure out who we were playing or how we were going to play. It was really about just getting better. And I think we got better this week, and clearly we played a lot of people in the game even before 8 minutes ago in the fourth quarter. So I think we played a lot of people. We found out a lot about our team, and clearly we're excited about the opportunity we have moving forward.
Yeah, Lamar's obviously been through a lot this year, but for him to get 1,000, I know you're not a stat-driven guy, but for him to get there, how nice is that to see?
Yeah, I didn't know, so that's great. Again, I'm proud of him and the offensive line. Again, they're sitting there in an 8 and 9 man front all game, so I thought he ran really hard. Clearly, he finished his runs better than he had been the last 2 weeks in trusting, not really pittering his foot in his feet in the hole. Excuse me. So I think he made a lot of progress with that.
Is that something that obviously he has to fix it on his own, but is that something you hammer in, or just let him see on film and figure it out?
Yeah, we had to hammer it because I think he was pressing. I think he was trying to hit home runs and not hit singles, and he was hitting singles today. And then the big ones came later in the game, which they should if you wear them down. And again, I thought the offensive line played really well. I really felt the offensive line played their best game, and we'll see on film. But especially Chantrell, I think training camp's over for him now. So he looked like Chantrell should look. So hopefully that will prove itself in the film.
Mike James, Alex had a good game, running ball catch. Can you just talk about his play today?
Yeah, Mike did a good job. I mean, again, he looks like he's running as good as he's ran all year physically. So I thought that was good. He trusted his speed a couple times. And again, instead of stuttering in the hole, he just trusted it and hit it, and it paid off for him. And Mike always does a good job catching the ball in the backfield, so it was good.
How the thinking on getting some packages for Steven early, obviously a lot of different looks, the Wildcat a couple of times, just what went into all that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's something we've been working on for a couple weeks now. Steven's fast. He's legitimately fast, and obviously he's got a big arm, so it's not like if he's in there, it's just it's one-dimensional, and it's going to be a Wildcat run. That's not the situation. And again, I thought he did a nice job in the game. The one ball he threw was spectacular. Wish he would have came down with it, but the one to Travis, that was incomplete. But I think he did a good job. It gives us another dimension if we can continue to grow that package.
Yeah, Miami, Florida State week coming up. Your first go around there. Your thoughts?
I'm excited. Again, there's undoubtedly it's an exciting opportunity for us. It's going to be a challenging environment. We all know that, and obviously they're playing really well. So. That being said, I'd like to say that today and tomorrow, and then go back to work. Again, we're trying to teach the team a process that will work game in and game out, and they did. They had better focus. They really practiced well this week, and they brought it to the game. So that's what we're trying to get done.
You said you found out things about your team. What's the most important thing that you think you found out?
Well, I mean, we didn't play. I mean, we were embarrassed by the way we played. To be honest with you, we didn't play well at all last Thursday. We didn't. In all three phases, we did some really bad things in the game, explosive plays on defense and penalties, and didn't convert enough on offense. So I mean, we were hurt. I mean, that was a bad performance. And so I think the guys, instead of sitting around and moping, I think they got back after it. And a lot of guys grew up this week. They really did. It wasn't easy. It was tough practices, but Chantrell grew up. Bunch grew up. Daron Dye, I thought, grew up. He played his best game. Michael and Mark did a nice job. Dorsett's getting better every week. On the defensive side, Denzel played a lot today. He's getting better. Chick, is growing up. So I mean, Ray's looked like he was a little bit more comfortable today. So I mean, that's good. We got to keep moving forward.
Coach, if it looks like Fletch got nicked up, if he's out, how beneficial is it that Denzel's got a lot of playing time?
Yeah, it'll be Kane, Denzel. Those will be the guys. We'll have to examine it based on what Florida State's doing. But again, the early assessment is that he'll be all right. I mean, we'll know more by tomorrow night when I talk to you guys. But I think he'll be all right.
Coach, Jim Otto was kind of honored this weekend. He
Yeah.
said he spoke to the team. What was it like having him around? What was the
I
message to
mean,
the team?
again, we're very fortunate, and again, because of our lineage not being, national championship team for a century, a lot of our guys right now, the Ed Reeds and the Ray Lewises, and you're getting towards that time where they go into Hall of Fames and those things, and we're starting to see that with, obviously Russell going in now this year. But I think to say to the team, this guy was the best center that ever played the game, I think that's special. And then he shared some great words with him, and really it matched up to what we were saying all week, and that is, just enjoy the journey. Forget about the future. Don't worry about the past or the expectations of the past. Just focus on today and get better today. So it was great.
Coach, did you have any one young player that you saw get out there and do some positive things that you took good things from?
Well, again, it may not be young, maybe just that some of them were inexperienced. But Dyron, I thought, fought through it. He was a little nicked up, and he fought through it. I thought that was really good, and Dorsett's been steadily getting better, week after week. Denzel wasn't perfect, but he's getting better. So, there was a lot of guys that really did a nice job, and I mentioned, you guys have been talking about Chantrell so long, you forget that he's a sophomore, and so he played his best game, and I think Bunch played well equally, so it was good.
Coach, what specifically did you talk to Lamar about? You had those 3 games where you really...
Well, we all, again, it starts with Terry and Jed, and again, I'm over there in warm-ups, and Alonzo Heisman's telling him that too, so I think he listened to Alonzo. But really, just hit it. Just get downhill and hit it. And just, the home runs will come. Just, trust the track, trust the aim point, your landmark. Keep hitting singles, and then the singles will turn into doubles, and then eventually hit the long ones, which he did. But
How hard is change the minds of 18, 19, 20-year-olds when they're used to counting on their own ability? And you're telling them, count on the process, do the things we tell you,
Yeah.
then your own ability will pay off.
It's hard. It's hard. And I think, but you have to do it. You have to do it. Otherwise, you just stay in the cycle. And an old John Wooden, that you're leaving it up to fate constantly if you don't adhere to a process. If you don't turn your choices and your approach into habits, then week in and week out, it's you're flipping a coin, and it's not. You can't do that anymore in college football. You can't. And I hope we learned the lesson last Thursday. Again, Virginia played really well, so I don't want to. But I'm not responsible for Virginia. I'm responsible for Miami, and we did not do the things that we needed to do all the way through that game to win that game, and hopefully that will be a lesson for our guys that the process will deliver.
Can you talk about Ja'Cory's play and just how he's taking care of the ball?
Yeah. Again, for me, I don't know any other Ja'Cory, so I just think he's playing really well. He's making good decisions. It looks like he's going to get sacked, and he throws it out of bounds. He's protected. How good is he playing right now? He's playing really well. He's playing really well. He's managing the game. He's not getting sacks or turning it over. He's finding a myriad of receivers, guys out of the backfield, tight ends, wideouts. He's throwing deep balls. He's throwing shallow crosses. He's throwing corners. He's kept throwing the quick fade. We have a special name for it, but a quick fade to Street out there today. And so he's doing a really good job for us.
Now, as you got into Tuesday and Wednesday this week, could you see a benefit from Friday, Saturday, Sunday off?
I think so. I don't think there's any question about it now. It was tough now. We had a tough Tuesday, and we had a real tough Wednesday. And again, I told the guys, that's my responsibility. I probably laid off them too much over that 3-week period. And I feel like, as I told you guys, chiefly responsible for the way we played last Thursday. I really believe that we're not far enough along where we can lay off them. We got to keep them, just focused and improving every day. And so we went physical, but we had to give them those days off because it was 7 weeks in a row. So I think if we did anything good over those 3 days, we resisted the temptation to say, hey, we're not going to play like that. Get your pads on, let's go outside. We resisted that, and I think it worked for us.
The second touchdown, you guys had 4th and 1 there at the goal line. How important was it for these guys to come
That's it. That's it. Again, that was a challenge for our team all week. Again, I think you guys know that I don't know what we were on third down, the 6 and 9, so we did a good job today on third down. Our fourth down conversions have been pretty good, right? But our short yardage, again, I guess, we kind of just told the offensive coaches this week, you're not going to don't give them a way out. We're going to call this play, or this play, and they have to block it. And so we trusted them, and they got it done. And if we constantly try to scheme that situation, then the onus never goes to them to make it in short yardage. It's hard to sleep at night if you're going to tell a team to go 4th and 1. You don't think they can get it no matter what.
2 more questions.
Using, Steven in that situation, but how much is that a part of a bigger picture, which is to utilize every weapon that you have on offense?
I think that's it. I think that's a great point. Again, I've been saying it, for a couple of weeks now, how much he is improved, how well he's doing, and so it's nice to have him because he can run and he's got a big arm, and he and Jacory get along so well. It's always about the team with them, so it wasn't like, again, if I'm a politician, I'm probably not putting Steven in, because, right away, half the votes are cast in the stadium that we shouldn't take him out, but I just think that's the best thing for the team right now. One more.
So that being said, how much can we expect for him to play going forward?
We'll see. We'll take a look at it on tape and see. Again, it's dictated by what the defense gives us, or what we think, how we want it. We think we can attack them. So that's how it will be dictated. Okay, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.